Can I say something?
Sure.
I've been locked up for like, going on 5 months. I've never been away from my family this long. I lost my grandfather and I feel like a horrible daughter being away from my mom. Can't be. I know that I made a horrible decision. I feel like this Bear County broke me. I want to go home.
No, I understand you're saying that, but the problem is you're not looking at the big picture.
She told the court she wanted to go home. She had been locked up for months. She lost her grandfather. She said jail broke her. But Judge Boyd was not focused only on how badly she wanted out. She was focused on what might happen after release, because this was not just about leaving custody. It was about whether she could stay out, stay clean, and avoid coming back. So when the defense asked for the plan to change, Judge Boyd changed it, but not the way the defendant hoped.
Right, so we're here for an update on ISF. And on this one, Mr. Garahan, I think defense is requesting that the ISF be removed.
Yes, Your Honor, I've discussed it with probation. They've confirmed that she cannot go to ISF with the medication. We've had several women in the jail that have been sent there and they've been sent back because they have the same medication. What I'm recommending the court is either lifetime recovery or intensive outpatient. I'm leaning toward intensive outpatient. I think she's very motivated to get on with her life.
Well, what medications are you on and what are the medications for?
I was not aware of this program. When I got to jail, I was there about 3 weeks, and it's an antagonist for opiates. It's a whole program with the recovery motion that I'm taking, and the medication is it's a blocker. So it's just no withdrawal, no pain, absolutely. It just makes you have a life basically.
So
Better
you-
than methadone. Like
So you know the name of the medication?
it's called Subutex.
Okay. And how long have you been on this medication?
3.5 months since I got to jail. 3 weeks after I got to jail.
And this program that you're in, if you're released, do you have a case manager to work with you on the dosage?
Christine Denning, she's the probation officer that heads up the MAP program.
All right, Christine, what?
Denning, she's in the probation department that runs the program, the MAP program. And also I already have a prescription in my property for when I am released.
All right, Ms. Abrams.
Yes, Judge. So I did get confirmation that Ms. Samuel McNeil has been participating in the jail MAP program and she is receiving that medication. The medication is used to treat opioid use disorder, and unfortunately, all the state programs will not provide it. We're trying to make it available in our local facilities, but we haven't gotten there either. Ms. Denning is one of our assessors, and she does work with the Center for Healthcare Services.
All right, so she will have someone through probation. Is it going to be Christine Denny that follows up?
If I would ask that if we're going to amend conditions for her release, that we start with either lifetime recovery or intensive outpatient treatment, and then amend for a Center for Healthcare Services referral. Ms. Denning is not a officer that carries a caseload, so she wouldn't be the one to follow up and make sure that she's doing what she needs to do. It would be her actual officer doing that.
All right, would Lifetime Recovery accept her? Do we know?
I don't know the answer.
Judge, we would do the referral process.
All right, here's my concern.
Yes,
And I
ma'am.
want you to be successful on this probation. And the last thing I want is for you to be released and then something happens, you fall off, you use,
Yes, ma'am.
because I'm not a chemist. Vashon, even though I was president of my chemist high school, class, that of chemistry and physics. That doesn't mean that I'm a chemist or a physicist. So I don't know what would happen to you if you were on this drug and you decided to end up using. So I do want a placement for you. Lifetime Recovery is a very good program, and Lifetime Recovery won't take them that long to accept you. Okay,
Can I say something?
sure.
I've been locked up for like, going on 5 months.
Mhm.
I've never been away from my family this long. I lost my grandfather and I feel like a horrible daughter being away from my mom can't be there. I know that I made a horrible decision. I feel like this Bear County broke me. I want to go home.
No, I understand you're saying that, but the problem is you're not looking at the big picture. And the big picture of this is that you were on probation, right? You were placed on probation in 2023. And then what ends up happening? You have a motion to revoke filed, and the motion to revoke that was filed against you was for a new number one. And a new number one means that you were on probation and you committed a new crime.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So where we are is there are some judges who would have revoked you and you would have been doing your time at prison, and then you would have been released from prison, and then it would have been, oh, well. Right?
Yes.
So I am trying to make sure that I don't see you back here again, because who knows what will happen. Either you'll come back or maybe you'll overdose. I don't know. So there are consequences to all of our actions. Sometimes we don't face the consequences on the front end. Sometimes we end up facing them on the back end. But you're looking at potentially 5 years in prison if you're unsuccessful. And everybody will always tell you, and your attorney will tell you, you know what? They find Jesus at the jail, and sometimes they do. And, I'm a Christian, right? So I know that sometimes people do find Jesus at the jail, and sometimes they will never get in trouble again. But then what I can tell you, about 85% of the people, and I've done the statistics, about 85% of the people say they found Jesus at the jail, they're never going to get in any trouble again. They need to be with their family. They want to be with their children. A family member passed or a family member is sick. I want to take care of them. You know what ends up happening? They get released. They go out in the world. They have the best of intentions, but then all of these temptations hit them. It's sort of like when people are on church on Sunday, when they're in church on Sunday, it is great because everybody there is saying they're going to follow the rule, the golden rule. It's going to be great. You pay your tithes or whatever at the church. And then when you're released, Sunday, you're still feeling the glow. Then Monday, something hits you. Tuesday, something hits you. And you forget all about what happened in church on Sunday. And the cycle starts over. So what's going to happen is I am going to have you referred to Lifetime Recovery. And what we'll do, Mr. Young, is we'll bring her back in 2 weeks. If she is not accepted into Lifetime Recovery by that time in 2 weeks, then I'll do something else. And it'll most likely be intensive outpatient treatment. But if she is not accepted into lifetime treatment because she says, I'm not going to lifetime treatment, that's something
I
different.
understand that.
All right. So, Ms. Abrams, and I'm sorry, State, do you have any objections to her being, the conditions being amended and altered to lifetime recovery?
No.
All right. So what we will do is we're going to alter and amend conditions. To lifetime recovery. And Jenna, she's to be released to lifetime recovery only. A referral to Center for Healthcare Services. And continued participation in the MAP program. Is that MAP? MAT in the MAP program. Probation, is there anything else? Is there anything else you need from the court? All right, you're welcome. Thank you.
Your Honor.
All right, court is calling 2017 CR 1914W State versus Noel Martinez Valderas. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Megan Galloway for the state.
Defense.
Um,
And are you Mr. Balderas? All right, did you have a chance to review the documents entitled Motion to Revoke Community Supervision, First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision, and State's Motion to Supplement Pending Motion to Revoke Probation? Did you review those documents with your attorney, and did you understand them? Are you the same Noel Martinez Balderas who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2017 CR 19? Just one moment, off the record. Was this ruled on by probation? He's still on deferred adjudication, correct?
Before, I think this was adjudicated November of 22.
Okay. All right, then I'm missing. You all are correct. All right, then the First Amendment motion to enter adjudication of guilt that has previously been ruled upon. So did you review the motion to revoke community supervision and state's motion to supplement pending motion to revoke probation with your attorney, and did you understand it?
Yeah.
Are you the same Noel Martinez Balderas who's placed on community supervision in 2017 CR 1914W for the offense of hindering apprehension felon on November 18, 2022 for a term of 4 years? Is that you? All right, state.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Noel Martinez Valderas did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the month of March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2023 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
State.
Violation of condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant Noel Martinez Valderas did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December of 2024 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? You're gonna need to speak up.
True.
Thank you.
We'll waive the ban of their waivers.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No.
Did you understand by pleading true to violations 4 and 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 4 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violations of conditions 4 and 4? Court will find violation of condition 4 and 4 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Judge. The state is asking that you revoke the defendant's community supervision and sentence him to 4 years in TCJ based upon the evidence that he has absconded from the jurisdiction of the court since 2023.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, in concurrence with my client, he's asking the court to consider some other sanction and reinstate him to probation. Conferred with him. I think I've asked him all the questions that I anticipate the court would ask him. What happened at the time? What you've been doing? Why? He has indicated that at the time he was not in a financially stable position that help him with the conditions that were set by the court. As far as location, Judge, I think he lived on the west side. Probation was sending him, I think, far north side. He's indicated that it was difficult. He didn't have any family support at the time. He didn't have any help with transportation. And at that time, he wasn't working. Since then, Judge, he has indicated that at least for the last 2 years, he hasn't picked up any new cases, The last 2 years, he has had employment. Since then, I think at the time he was living with his sister, he now has an apartment. He has indicated that he is in a much, much better place that he's ever been in his life. He's much more stable. He has a daughter. He's paying child support. He has this employment that is willing to wait for him. They understand that he's in custody, but he has this job waiting for him. He has his apartment waiting for him. Obviously, that's going to be at a loss. And so he is asking for monitoring or any other type of conditions that the court deems appropriate so that he can get back to work and maintain what he has built in this short time. I know that I anticipate you have questions, Judge, and I think he's ready. I don't think he has a good excuse. But he is asking the court for a little bit of mercy. I think probation has a different recommendation. I think it was ISF. I have explained what that is. I think his concern is what that will do to him in the future. I mean, obviously, he's going back to zero. If he gets the judge.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, but before I ask you some questions, I want you to know where I'm coming from. Because I always think it's best to know where people are coming from, that people are not just being mean. Because I don't like people to be mean just for the sake of being mean, right? All right, you were previously placed on deferred adjudication in this court. And do you know why I motioned to revoke? Let me have you raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you yield will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record.
Noel.
All right, so you were previously in this court for deferred adjudication for this case. Why was a motion to revoke filed against you for that? Do you remember why?
Not reporting.
Yes. And so on that one, you didn't report for March and April in 2018. And I do remember cases that come before me. I know that they give you a SID number at the jail. People are moving to seeing people as numbers, but I don't see anybody as a number that comes before me. And what I can tell you is I remember you. And what I did was I continued you because you said you had your life together and you were going to do this and you were doing this. And I know that everybody who comes through before me, I always tell you, if you have an issue, let the court know. If there's a financial issue, I realize people have financial issues. People think that attorneys and judges, all of them are independently wealthy. And I will tell you, we are not. And I know the struggle is real financially. I've been through the struggle is real financially. Because I will tell you, there was a point in time, I was just sleeping on a borrowed couch. I had an apartment, but my friends from law school said, "Hey, Stephanie, we have this sleeper sofa. Do you want it?" I'm like, "Yes, I do." And my friends carried that sleeper sofa over. I pulled it out one time and slept on it one time as it was meant to be slept on. Didn't do it again because that bar was right in my back. So I just slept on a sofa till I could afford to do better. So I tell you that story to let you know I understand about finances, right? I understand that there are places that the VIA bus doesn't go because I used to ride the VIA bus. But you just ignored your probation, and I can't allow that. So you were here previously before for not reporting for 2 months, and now you've been missing for the equivalent of 2 years. Tell me, how did you end up being picked up? Because that warrant has been out there for you.
What's traffic stop?
Traffic stop for what? What did they say you were doing?
So I was in backseat, but it was my sister. She was driving and her sticker had expiration.
Yeah. So I'm not going to continue you. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. I know you mean well, and I know, you say you have your life together now, but I mean, you've been missing for 2 years and you previously have been missing. So I understand. And I understand with your counsel saying that you have your apartment, you're getting your life together, but sometimes you have consequences. You got to answer for them. Okay. All right. So do you have proof that he has his life together?
Thank you, sir.
Just testimony, Judge, from him.
Okay. All right. This is what the court is going to do. The court is finding violations 4 and 4 true. The court is going to sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it?
You know, so,
I'm sorry?
He did not sign it, Judge.
All right, you're not gonna sign it?
no, I will, I thought I
Okay.
would sign it afterwards.
Sure. All right, if you'll have him sign that, please.
Thank you.
All right, so you have a limited right to appeal. The right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on probation. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Mm.
All right, we can go off the record. So I will tell you this, when you're released, if you can't find a place to go, if you're homeless because things have changed since you've been in custody, if I'm still here, you can come back here. I'll pick up the phone and find you a place, okay? All right, good luck to you, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Can I speak first?
Yes. It's calling 2025 CR 001293, State versus Carlos Ruiz. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Warren Wolf for Mr. Ruiz.
And are you Mr. Ruiz?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, have you received all discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes,
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Mr. Ruiz, did you review the document entitled True Bill of Indictment with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
yes,
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
No, Your Honor, we are waiving the enhancement paragraphs and proceeding on the state trial.
All right, let's go off the record for a moment.
Yes,
All
we
right,
are
thank
not
you.
waiving the enhancements, Judge.
All right, so you're proceeding on the indictment as presented?
Yes, we are.
All right, Mr. Ruiz, did you?
this is today.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Ruiz, did you review the document entitled Court Admonishments with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes, madam.
Did you understand that you're charged with the offense of possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, less than 1 gram? If the state proves of the enhancement beyond a reasonable doubt, then your range of punishment will be anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, madam.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court does not follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes.
You have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent. Did you understand by entering this plea, you were giving up those rights?
Yes.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
Yes.
Counsel, has your client been able to provide you with any defenses?
He has to.
Do you believe he has a rational as well as a factual understanding of the charges against him?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you believe he's currently competent and was legally sane at the time of the offense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Ruiz, has anyone threatened you, coerced you, and placed you in fear to get you to enter this plea?
No, ma'am.
Anyone promised you anything other than the plea?
No, ma'am.
Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
Yes.
Are you a U.S. citizen? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived his right to jury trial. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is assessed at 3 years in the prison. You agree that you've been convicted of 1 or more felonies for purposes of enhancement. There's a $2,000 fine. There's no applications. Cases to be taken in consideration are 2025 CR 001291 and 2025 CR 000354. Did you understand that to be your plea?
Yes.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
State, is that the plea?
It is, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it in both places?
Yes.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal? The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes.
Council, have there been any such motions?
No, Your Honor.
Mhm. I'm sorry, did I give you one of the, yes, if I could have that back, please. I think I gave you the docket sheet for that. Thank you. Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Guilty.
And to both enhancement paragraphs, how do you plead? True or not true?
True.
State any evidence.
Yes, Your Honor, state exhibit number 1 with all this attached.
No objection.
All right, state you may be excused. Did you review the document entitled waiver and stipulations with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in all the appropriate places? Again, did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call, and the right to remain silent? Did you understand that today the state will be presenting evidence in the form of witnesses' statements and police reports, but most importantly, there'll be no live testimony? Did you understand?
Yes.
Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. The court will find both enhancements true based upon your plea or true and based upon states exhibits 1 and attachments. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, it's a unfortunate situation. Mr. Ruiz has been really staying out of trouble. One of the enhancements goes back, I think, to the turn of the century, around 2000. But anyhow, it is what it is. He takes responsibility for what happened. I appreciate the state's resolution of this and ask that you follow the legal.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 3 years in the prison, give you credit for any time served. There's a $2,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. Take in consideration 2025 CR 001291, 2025 CR 000354, and I'll request the therapeutic community. Did you review the document entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing. You are getting older, and who knows what people put in their drugs, right? I don't want you to be that person that I end up seeing on the news, your body has been identified. So you're going to have to get a control of your addictions. I'm recommending therapeutic community for you. I have no jurisdiction to make them place you in that program. However, they'll see in the judgment that I'm requesting that for you. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody. It's just to help you with regards to your addictions. When you're released from prison, if you can't find a place to go, if you can't find a place for housing, if you can't find a place to help you with your drug issues, if I'm still here, you can come back here and I'll pick up the phone and call somebody to help you, okay? All right, good luck to you, all right?
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you.
These hearings show how Judge Boyd measures risk before giving someone freedom, mercy, or another chance. In the first case, the defendant wanted to go home, but Judge Boyd saw a larger danger: release without treatment, structure, and follow-up. In the second, the defendant said he had stability now. Judge Boyd remembered the history and focused on the fact that he had disappeared from probation for almost 2 years. In the third, the plea was straightforward, but the warning was not. Judge Boyd made clear that addiction can create consequences far beyond the sentence itself. Different hearings, same rule. The court is not just asking what someone wants today. It is asking what will happen tomorrow if there is no structure. Subscribe to Court Beacon TV for more real courtroom breakdowns.